we've talked about some of Vince Russo's less wonderful creative ideas. There was a couple of months ago where there was an entire book full of these things, like a women's only promotion, and I can't remember any of the names, but they're outrageously bad. Anyway, is this Vince Russo's worst idea ever? So, former WCW magazine editor Kevin Eck had the following to say regarding what may have been Vince Russo's most insane idea ever. So this was in WCW as well. One that really sticks out is Russo kept saying that we need some kind of publicity stunt. I recall him very specifically saying, I know I'm doing my job, I know the storylines are great, I'm doing what I can do, but nobody's watching. Nobody knows how great it is, so we need a publicity stunt. He threw out the idea, OJ Simpson. Take you back to the days of when OJ was still a big thing. This was a guess maybe 5 years after the trial. I guess OJ had said something like if he gets paid $1 million, he'll take a lie detector test on TV or something like that. He had made some kind of statement. Russo said that he wanted WCW to pay him the $1 million and let's have OJ take a lie detector test on live TV. That was his big idea. OJ Simpson on wrestling. It could work.
Who said this? Who said it was the worst idea he ever had?
Kevin Eck. He was a former WCW magazine editor.
Actually, I kind of like the idea because if they got enough publicity behind OJ Simpson taking a test, I don't know how it worked with wrestling because I think people would immediately write it off. But I don't think it's the worst idea I've ever had. I think it was the hottest thing that would get the people's interest off the bat. I remember the day that I'm watching TV in Puerto Rico. And I bet you're saying, Puerto Rico, you said, how long were you down there? No, I was down there several years.
I know. Wasn't your stretch like 96 to 2003? It was like 7 years or something like that.
But it was always broken up. Because this is what would happen. I'd get down there and I'd get pissed off. And I said, I'm going home. And I'd go home for like 6 weeks. Ring, ring. I'd be there. Hello, Carlos. How you doing? I'm doing okay. How are you? Hey, man, you done being mad? Yeah, pretty much. You want to come back? Yeah, send me a ticket. Then I'd go back. I'd be good for another 3 months, 4 months, and I'd get pissed off again and leave again. So, and that's how it worked. But I don't think it's the worst idea that Vince ever had.
Well, you said you were in Puerto Rico, you were watching
I'm
TV.
watching. I'm watching TV, and that's when the OJ Simpson, the chase. When they were after him on the number, Interstate 5 freeway, the freeway chase. They were chasing him. He had that Al Cowlings with him or whatever. And I said, damn. And they carried this really wall to wall. And then he was arrested. He went back home. They got him out. They arrested him, took him down. And from that moment on, it was almost, during that, it was on, multiple hours a day to the trial. Then the trial, of course, they carried the trial. And so OJ Simpson had a lot of publicity. They've had a guy come out now and says that he actually killed the girl.
No, did he?
That's what I read. I'm going to find it and I'm going to send it to you.
You should do. You get loads of these like hero chases or like infamy chases, don't you? Or confess to anything just to get noticed. But it's like, how do you even book OJ? So I wrote down here, you know how so Vince Russo loves a pole match, right?
Yeah.
You know a coal miner's glove match?
Yes.
Bloody glove on a pole match, right?
Very good.
And then the first one is to get the glove and then pretend that they can't put it on because it doesn't fit the hand, but actually it does. And then they're acquitted. But
the other guy comes in and puts it on.
So then he was the murderer then.
See?
I'm trying to think who else had like one glove in wrestling. Rene Goulet. That's the only one I can think of.
Oh, there's been several guys with just one glove. Some of the Germans.
Blackjack Mulligan.
Blackjack Mulligan had one glove. I'm trying to think.
There's a Michael Jackson impersonator who's a wrestler now on the indies, so maybe him.
But his glove's not black, it's white, isn't it?
It's probably red with all the blood. I mean, OJ Simpson now. Did you? Right, I read with the OJ Simpson thing. The reason that the glove didn't fit is because somehow, like, they gave him some drugs or something like that, and they made him like keep his hand dangled for ages, so all the blood would, pool in his hand, so it like basically make his hand twice the size.
Well, when you're putting a glove on, you can spread your fingers and then I don't know.